So I'm here to admit something. I'm a BO.
Oh, admit it.
And I think BOs are people too. I do.
Yeah, they are. They are people too.
But it's hard, and I want some advice on how I can become more of a she and more of a fly baby.
It's really big of you to admit that.
Thank you.
Because so many of our fly babies aren't born organized, and they would love to just have a little bit of what you've got. But I want you to have a little bit of what they've got too.
Well, I'm a little worried because I feel like a BO is maybe more of a little bit born obsessive.
Well, that is true, but that's okay. You're still this wonderful mother and wonderful young woman who has her whole life, her whole business, her whole dreams in front of her, and we can help you get that. But we can teach you how to lighten up just a little.
Where's that timer? We got to get the timer. 15
because
minutes.
you get so wrapped up in what you're doing, sidetracked people. But it's like this. We have a line in the sand, and that line is perfectionism. And for sidetracked people, we get up to that line, and we say, "Oh, I can't do that." And what we do is we back away. You go forward with courage and conviction, but what happens is you wear yourself out.
I do. It's obsessive and just thinking about counters, and I could spray them all day long and then run my hand against that moist granite and know that there's no dry Cheerios or spilled, and then I do it over and over again. But I'm also a little worried that it's kind of a multiple personality, because if you go underneath my counters, what you see, what you think I am as a BO, underneath those counters I shove and I push and I pile, and really
she is really one of us.
I think I'm a full-time B-Esser. I just stuff things. So being a BO,
a born stuffer,
yes,
a B-Esser.
I'm a B-Esser. I think I just need help. I think.
Well, I think you're in the right place.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too.
Because you can let a little bit of us help you to lighten up, and we can help you get rid of the clutter that's under those counters, so you're not beating yourself up thinking you're BSing the whole world, that you've got this hidden secret from the world, that you're really a closet disorganized person and you don't want anybody to know that.
Absolutely. And as a mom, I have 3 children, and with Pam's influence in my life over the years, I've always had her balancing me out, teaching me to take the time to be there for me, to be there for my kids. And so it teaches me as a BO to bring balance into my life. And maybe there's a happy middle in between all of this.
There is a happy middle. And we can teach you how to take time for you, because you do need a date night. Or when the kids get grown, if you don't have a date night once a week with your sweet darling, you're going to lose that relationship.
How about a date night with myself?
And those are good too. And if you're, for our single ladies, taking time with your friends. I mean, Pam and I schedule every 3 months to do something together. And Leanne, we just love to do things together. Michelle and I take road trips just so we can have girl time together. Celebrating your femininity with other women is a wonderful thing, but we still have to keep our relationships, and having date nights with your children is always fun. It's still taking time for you to be away from the house, to be away from those granite counters that you want to, and to let go of that perfectionism. Because when you feel yourself, that twitch you get when recognize that feeling. There's certain things that I like to get obsessive about. I like to get obsessive about my shiny sink. That makes me happy. But see, that the trade-off is it's going to keep my kitchen looking clean. Having to continually wipe down counters and different things like that really takes away from the fun things. Making gingerbread houses and doing things on those kitchen counters with the children and teaching them to clean them up.
I think that's what you bring to BOs, is you're teaching us that instead of during dinner and the kids are eating dinner, then I should be cleaning up and getting ready for the next thing. And
you need to sit down and enjoy dinner. You've got to learn to sit and just relax.
I do.
Sit and relax so that you can enjoy the moments that are happening right now, because you're too busy going on to the next thing. And I want you to enjoy those babies, because I know my son's 37 years old, and you're his daughter, and you know, we grow up way too fast.
She's my baby
Yeah,
too.
she is.
She's my bonus baby.
But I love the way you say that. It's so wonderful when we can enjoy our children and make the memories instead of it all being, let's clean this up, we can't make this mess. I mean, I know my business manager's office manager, Kathy, and Kathy knows this story. She is born organized, and we have helped her so much with her structure that she has to have. Her child was 16 years old before she ever made pancakes. 16 years old, and she only got to make pancakes at Kelly's house because Kathy didn't want her kitchen messed up. And that did a disservice to her Emily, because she needed to know how to make pancakes.
And Kristi has done so well too. She lets the kids, we made the gingerbread house in the kitchen, and she lets them do it, but it's a struggle for you. But you've let that, you've fought that.
And I can see how women, how we hold up this ideal, and we hold it almost against ourselves, and then we create this guilt. And I'm trying to reach out and teach women how to bring peace and pride into their homes through creating a healthy home. And when I talk to women, they automatically think of this green goddess, this eco diva, and then they start to put themselves down, and that they're not good enough. And I almost see how
Like they use plastic sacks when they go to Walmart.
and then they get angry at themselves with this perfectionism. And I think we're all more alike than we are.
Oh yes,
different.
we are, and
So
we
hard.
can help. Each of you have stress, the sidetracked and the born organized. There's still that stress level that's overshadowing everything in our lives, and that stress creates adrenaline in our bodies, and that adrenaline eats away at us and causes lots of problems in our lymphatic system and everything going on. And when we can give you 15 minutes of calm, I think we can cure the world of all diseases. And I just say that, and I believe it with all my heart. If I can teach you how to relax and enjoy the moment.
So by you loving all your fly babies, you're giving them health.
And happiness.
Wonderful. That's wonderful.
And they don't come to, they come to us to get our house clean. They just want to get their house clean.
Little
They
do they
don't
know you're
realize,
giving them health.
they don't realize this other stuff's going to happen. I just wish I could hug them all.
So being a BO and growing up with you and learning about she's and fly babies, I just feel like maybe we all have more in common than we are different.
We do. We're all one.
We all want the same thing.
We want to love our children.
We want to be the best mothers and the best wives, and we don't think about ourselves, but we have to think about ourselves. We have to put our oxygen mask on first so that we can take care
Such a
of the
great
rest
story.
of the world.